Welcome back to our channel. On today's video, we're going to be in this little area of East Bradenton. We did a video here before we moved to Bradenton many years ago, and our locals have been asking me, Jose, why haven't you done videos in this particular neighborhood of East Bradenton since you moved here? So I've had this video requested by a few of our subscribers. I think they live in this area and they want me to cover their neighborhood, so we're going to explore this inner city neighborhood on the east side of Bradenton, Florida. This neighborhood is a little famous because about 6 years ago, the artist Boozy did a music video outside of a laundromat, which is where the roundabout is later on in the video. There's a laundromat and then there's a tire store. That's where we're going to pull into that parking lot. And he actually filmed 6 years ago a rap music video in that parking lot called Talk Too Much with some local artists. So that's kind of one of the most famous music videos that Bradenton, Florida is in, and it was filmed right in this neighborhood, so the neighborhood's known for that little detail. The neighborhood doesn't look that bad driving through on a Sunday like we did here, but I'll tell you this, I have listened to a lot of police radio while living in Bradenton, and this neighborhood has the most crime activity. So while it doesn't look like the worst neighborhood in Bradenton, if you were just to turn on police radio on an evening and listen to it, you'll see that a huge portion of the worst crimes in Bradenton take place in this area. And this is where that music video was filmed right here. There's a laundromat, and then on the left there's a tire shop. And this is kind of one of the most famous neighborhoods in Bradenton. For this particular day, it was pretty much dead because it was a Sunday and most people are out on US 41 getting tacos or doing other stuff in other neighborhoods. But again, it doesn't look like the worst neighborhood, but it really is one of the worst neighborhoods when it comes to crime. It just has that really laid-back feel. It kind of reminds me a lot of the neighborhoods in Fort Myers. This neighborhood is half black, half Mexican roughly, and that's kind of a normal thing in Bradenton. You kind of have a mix. Most of the neighborhoods that we cover are going to be Hispanic or white neighborhoods, but this is a black neighborhood and kind of a black neighborhood. Most of Bradenton is very diverse, and there are poor areas that are white, poor areas that are Hispanic, and poor areas that are black. Most of my videos are going to be in the poor white areas along US 41, but there are different types of neighborhoods in Bradenton, Florida. And for the most part, what I love about this city is that everybody here just gets along. It really is a great city, but there are different neighborhoods, and this particular area we're in right now has some pockets that are Mexican, has some pockets that are black. The first time I ever did a video in Bradenton was in this neighborhood. I think I used to live in Fort Myers back then, or Naples, I can't remember, but my first Bradenton video was actually in this neighborhood. But ever since I've moved back to Bradenton, I really haven't done any more videos in this neighborhood. That's why my subscribers keep asking me, hey Jose, you keep forgetting about us in East Bradenton. Looks exactly like the neighborhoods in Fort Myers, Florida. It's like identical. Alright guys, that's the introduction to today's video. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. East Bradenton. If you're ever in this area, I definitely recommend some of the taco trucks. And there's also Zico's Greek food, and then there's also Sam's Seafood. There's a huge little food movement here in the Tampa Bay area. It's where you have like Greek food meets soul food. Huge in St. Pete, Bradenton, Tampa. It's kind of like where you cross your seafood with your soul, with your Greek, and you gotta kind of get like this hood seafood. I haven't seen it everywhere in the United States, but it's really huge in Ocala, Williston, kind of in the central Florida area. It's kind of seafood. Mostly you'll find these in the inner city, but check out Sam's, one of the best restaurants. And I don't really know how to classify it. It's not quite soul food. It's not quite Greek. It's not quite seafood. It's kind of like a mix of everything, but it's a really popular kind of inner city thing here. Check out Sam's. I definitely recommend them. The food's good and the service is always perfect. Like I said, this is one of the highest crime rate neighborhoods in the city, but it has the advantage of being close to downtown. I eat a lot of the places that I mentioned. I'm not really a fan of actually fancy downtown restaurants. I've tried a few of them so far, and I can honestly say I'm really not impressed by the food in downtown Bradenton. But once you get into the neighborhoods, when you get into the neighborhood food, there's a lot of great things there. Great area, close to a lot of great amenities, great beaches. But again, the problem with this area is that it really is a poppin' neighborhood for the most part. Lots of home invasions, lots of robberies, occasionally shooting, so it's definitely an inner city neighborhood. but it does have the advantage of being close to downtown Bradenton and a lot of great neighborhood culture. So checking out, I hope you guys like today's video, and if you have any more requests in the Tampa Bay area, please let me know.